If you are new here, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you can enable me to make more videos, and you may also be the first one to view my video.
Hello guys, my name is Sabanas Kyoko. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Zoom application for video conferencing. Owing to the fact that the government has put in measures aimed to control COVID-19 spread, most face-to-face meetings have been made impossible. There are a number of methods, however, through use of technology, which have ensured that meetings have not been completely suspended. One such method is through use of the Zoom application for conferencing. And this application, we have it on our Android smartphone. So today we are going to look at the unique features of this application. So you don't have to have an account for you to be able to join a Zoom meeting. So what you have to do is just to download the application from the Play Store, and then what you do, you just make sure that your data is on. Then after that, you can join a Zoom meeting after someone else has sent you a link to join the meeting. So this is usually the layout of the Zoom application when you open it. So you can also start a new meeting, you can join a meeting, you can schedule a meeting, or you can share your screen so that the people who you are interacting with can see what you are doing. So let me start with maybe how you can start a new meeting. So to start a new meeting, you just have to make sure that you have signed up, or you have to create an account so that when you are sharing your meeting ID, other intruders cannot join your meeting without your consent. So that is why you're supposed to log in to your Zoom application. So for me, I've already logged in, or I've already signed up. So I just have to click on start a new meeting, and I have to click like that. So after clicking on that icon, you can click on whether you need to have your video on when you are sharing when you are in a meeting, or you want your video off. So for me, I like using it when the video is off, and I start the meeting. So after starting the meeting, you have to give the Zoom application some few moments so that it can load. So in a short while, that is how it will appear. So if you want to have your video on, you have to start the video. You press on that icon. So you can now see that now that my meeting has already now started, I can have participants here. There are no any participants who have joined this meeting because I'm the one who have just started the meeting. So what I can do is just to invite participants through this icon. So the options which are available is through the use of Messenger, Messages, Truecaller, Gmail, or invite Zoom contacts, or you can just copy the invite link and paste elsewhere. For example, what I like doing is just copying the meeting link, and just go to another page like WhatsApp wall. Then I can paste it anywhere. So that is how you can use Zoom application to start a new meeting. Now the second option which you can have, now before that, maybe if you have already started a meeting, you can usually stop the video and start screen sharing by clicking on this icon written share. So the share icon provides you with a lot of activities which you can just commute within the same time. You can share a screen, you can share a whiteboard, you can share a photo, a document, or any other thing, provided it is listed in this pop-up. So maybe I can just click on the photo and see what I'm talking about. So you can just click on any picture. You can just click on any picture for your share icon. Yes, let me click on this. Probably you want to share this. So this is what your other participant will be seeing on the other end of the screen. So you can also stop the screen share and start something else. So when you stop the screen sharing, it takes you back to the video. You can also change the video from the rear to the back camera. So by just clicking on the icon drone camera. So after clicking on that, it will obviously redirect itself. You can change it back to this one. So whenever you're starting a Zoom meeting, always make sure that your participants mute their microphone, or you can just click, or you go to the participants and you can click on the option of mute all. So if you mute all the participants, when they enter in, you will not hear any noise that is being made as the participants enters into the room. So you can just mute all the microphones, and then you can ask them to unmute themselves later, or you can just unmute them by yourself. So maybe I can look at something else. Like now you want to end the meeting, maybe you want to leave the meeting, so you can just leave a meeting. Leaving a meeting means that you have left the meeting and the participants are still in the meeting, but you have just left. But ending the meeting for all means that you have closed that meeting and no one is supposed to contribute anymore in that meeting. So what you can do, if you don't want to end the meeting, you can just leave the meeting quietly, or you can end the meeting for all if you don't want any more contribution from the members in that meeting. So what I click mostly, because you are the host, I end the meeting. So another amazing feature is the one which is used for scheduling meeting. For example, I use scheduled meeting for occasionally for any meeting that I wish to start. So I just schedule the meeting. Like for example, I can schedule a meeting from date 7, 8, 20, or I can change the date to maybe 9 and so on. So I can schedule the time from 7 to 7:30, but for Zoom meeting you have to realize that it only takes 40 minutes. Then you can also check on your time zone. I use the East Africa time, and that is all what you have to do when you are setting the meeting. Then always make sure that the meeting password is turned on, because you don't want intruders to get into a meeting without your consent. So with this password, no one can enter the meeting without using the password. So you can choose to have the host video on, that is your video because you are the host, or you can just choose to use it off. And then the participant's video should always be on, and that is what should always apply. I think that is what I had to share. The next time I will talk about how to host a Zoom meeting using your desktop. Thank you.